Hey everyone, Mherex here, bringing you the Champs News live at 3 from PDX Land. As you can see, there's a lot going on behind me. There's going to be people running in and out, and you may notice I have a webcam. What's up? Don't get used to it. It's just for the weekend, and then it's going away, so you won't have to look at me that much. Lucky for you. Let's get things kicked off as normal with a Portal review, but this time we're going to be reviewing my man Fish Can't Swim from Xena. Fish is an OG watcher of Mherex streams. In fact, before I was ever a content creator, when I was streaming on YouTube for like 2 and 3 and 4 people, Fish Can't was there for that. So I've known him as long as I've been streaming. So thank you for the support, Fish, and always staying around and hanging out. I'm very happy to do this Portal review shout out for you. He's League 17, 2 million roster, 259 superstars owned. Been playing 1,741 days. That's a long time. 412 consecutive. 94.8% total win percentage. 1,464 battles won in the last 30 days. His top 5 is awesome. He's got Lana, one of the best females that I currently have leveled up. He's got Steamboat Dragon. Love him. He's one of my favorite cards in the game right now. Love feuding with him. Can hit super hard. Hashtag 21 never forget. Demon King, I'm so jelly you have him. I do not. Very nice card. Sika, huge fan of this card. I have him at 5-star silver as well. And 5-star bronze Sako, who has an alternate set that I've enjoyed using a lot as of late. So love your top 5, dude. Very, very good. Excellent choices. And yeah, super jelly of that Demon King. He's staring at me right now. 24 5-star superstars, 123 4s, 113 3s. Can still do some work on talent up, I'm sure. 56 Showboats owned, once again proving Showboat is indeed the finest class in the game. 8 Hall of Famers, really good amount there. 914 is his best feud rank. 2,976 faction heals in the last 30 days, 224 feud wins. 160th is his top finish in New Year, New Superstar Contest. 229th in the Vicious Rivalry Solo. WrestleMania 6 feud was 562. WrestleMania 36 570, and Semper Fi 777. So an awesome roster, Fish, and thanks for always being on the stream and redeeming this Portal shout out. All right, so there's a ton going on in the game. Ray Weekend is here. I'm gonna have a breakdown of it for you. You can get him guaranteed with light spending, assuming you are in a good faction and do all the other stuff. If there's extra stuff I don't know about, it is potentially possible you can get him for free without spending, or potentially if you're very high ranked on the War Score leaderboard and do a ton of feuding, potentially also free that way. So let's take a look at the offers. We'll get more into that later. This $99 offer actually isn't as great as a lot of them that are up here in the featured. It does give you 50 Ray shards, 40 pulls, 200,000 solo points, 50,000 faction. But that's it. A lot of times I feel like there's a little more value in this exclusive spot up here than we're seeing here. There's also this $99 premium battle pack. Again, 40 pulls. You're basically, instead of 50 Ray shards and the solo contest points, you end up getting 1,000 TP, 7.5 million coin. Instead, those would be the highlights, 500 health pack. So not necessarily a fan of that one either, even if it's out of my price range. I don't particularly love that one either. This $5 pack isn't bad at all. 2 pulls and 600,000 coin. 50 health packs for $5, and you can double dip on the Portal reward, and that's 2 million coin as well for that. And that would take care. There's bonus points for doing a pull on Friday, a pull on Saturday, and a pull on Sunday. We'll get into that later too, but split your pulls up. Make sure you save at least 1 pull for each day. Of course, you can't buy a bunch today and only choose to use 1, which is unfortunate. But that offer combined with this offer gets you the $25 spend mark and an additional 7 million coin in bonus stuff. This $20 offer is 7 pulls, 2 million coin, 200 TP, a 5-star gold token chest. I like that offer. That's a solid $20 offer. This $100 pull is no solo points and 10 million coin, 500 TP. So you kind of have to decide what you prefer, TP and health packs or 2.5 million coin if you're going this route. Again, not a big fan of these $99 packs in their compared to how they normally are out of my price range anyway. But usually we see better deals later in the event, so you might want to wait and see what comes up if you're in that price bracket. If you say, I'm going to do $100, I'm going to do a big pull, I wouldn't buy one today. I would wait until later in the weekend, but that's just my opinion. $30 offer for 10 pulls, 2,000 coin, or 2 million coin rather, 200 TP. It's kind of similar to the other one, but a few more pulls. So I still like the $19.99 offer better. 3 pulls for $10 is essentially the difference in some health packs. I think I still like the $19.99 one more. These are just your normal pricing. Stay away from these if you can. $2.99 for 1 pull. There's some in-game pulls that are going to do better for you than that as well. This is my second take, so you can't see me claim the 100,000 solo points and the Gooker bag, or potentially Gooker bag, the egg bag. So make sure and claim your 100,000 solo points daily. Flash market for the event. Flash market is expired. My free daily web roll is on cooldown, so make sure, and this is your reminder to do your free daily web roll. Words are hard. For the event, spending event, you can see $5 gets you to 2 million. 15 also adds Ultimate Warrior shards. These shards are going to be available in the spend milestones through Black Friday. I guess is what the blog post said. I haven't actually seen that one myself yet, but that's what I'm told. Again, that $25 lets you double dip and get the 7 million coins, 15 warrior shards, and 8 Stacy shards, as well as a strap and a chest. So not bad there. Let's head over to the game now, see what's going on in the game. And here we go. And unfortunately for you guys, I'm back on camera again. So let's take a look first at... We just were looking at a bunch of offers. Let's do the breakdown first on the scoring, actually, and give a break between the offers. I'm going to pop this up, make it big for a minute, and then probably forget to downsize it when I switch to another screen. So if you want to take a screenshot now, let's cover me up if you're taking a screenshot. Feel free to screenshot this for the scoring. You can see there's not a lot of different scoring. The portal is important. That's 300,000 daily. Tours are your big one, 2.36 million total. If you got the Backstage Pass, let me claim that now, actually. If you got the Backstage Pass, you get a free daily claim of 1 bag with 20 ray shards and 50,000 event points. So that's daily. So that gets you an extra 150,000 event points and 60 ray shards total for the 3 days. So Backstage Pass bonus gives you that. Then if you look as well, the Sunday loot coin is worth 300,000, the Saturday loot coin is 200,000, and today's is 100,000. You do all those things together, so that's some spending. Backstage Pass, 1 loot pull each day, gets you to 3.4 million points. And let's downsize this, because I did indeed do what I said I would on accident, and cover up me claiming the Backstage Pass. Thank you, chat, for bailing me out. But you can see that's where it was in the store. And the scoring wise, that 3.41 million, I have a milestone to claim here from my portal claim. Get this out of the way. You can see we're 70,000 short. 3 of those pulls should give an additional, you should be able to, I think they double dip and you get the 7,500 credit on top of the first time. I could be wrong about that. Either way, you're looking at between 70 and 50,000 more points needed. So, to get to this milestone. If you get to this milestone and you do the Backstage Pass, and then you get all your faction maxes, and you max the War Score event, that gets you Ray guaranteed. So that's at least $10 for the Backstage Pass. and then how to get the loot pulls. This is where there's good strategy involved to save a little bit. You can do it most likely for right around $15 on top of the Backstage Pass. Skako Blue and I were talking this out earlier. You could grab this loot today. Gives you 20,000 bonus points and 2 pulls, so that's worth 15,000 and 20,000. That's 35,000 points right there. It counts as your 1 pull today. So that's $5. There's a limit of 2. Do the same thing again tomorrow once it resets. And that's $10. And then this pack here would polish it off on the last day and give your faction the scoring. And you would get to those Ray shards that way for $15 on top of the $9.99 Backstage Pass. So $25. Additionally, there is a $2.99 offer. So the last day you could do this if you didn't want to get the faction points. And there are, of course, offers on the portal, but alternatively, you could do this one for $2 today. That's on an 18-hour timer. And then do this one tomorrow and the last one on Sunday, and you could do it for $12. So now that's assuming you max the 35 million war score and your faction maxes. You do those things and you recruit Ray for $12 plus the Backstage Pass from shards, guaranteed. So $22 and he's guaranteed yours. Alternatively, the war score leaderboard has shards in there. So let's take a look and see. You could miss out on that last spend milestone. So if you just got the Backstage Pass and you finish in the top 10, then you can get him for just the Backstage Pass of $10, not 10 plus 12. So there's that. Alternatively, though, top 20, these are 50 each. It's weird because there's 2 chances for this one. I guess it's higher odds here. So top 20, you could also do it with just the Backstage Pass. So do keep that in mind. Other than that, let me see. In the regular one, I can't remember. So you could also combine this, but this is the spend portion, so I don't see any way of not spending being in there, so we might as well forget about that leaderboard. And let's make sure the faction leaderboard doesn't give any Ray shards for those rewards. It does not. So a $10 Backstage Pass and a top 20 finish, or a $10 Backstage Pass and $12 can land you Ray guaranteed if everything in the blog is accurate. So as long as what's written in the blog is accurate for shards, that's the case. If it's not, then what I just said was inaccurate, because I don't know what's in the last tour, haven't seen that yet. So do keep that in mind. But he is gettable for $22, which isn't bad. The gear is much higher up in the milestone. Suppose we should talk about that. You can see how many pulls that would take. Obviously, I'm nowhere near that. That also doesn't take into consideration packs and bonus points, so your mileage is definitely going to vary if you're going for that. But his gear is in the final milestone. Now, you say, Mherex, I don't want a feud for 35 million. I can't do that. That's too much. Okay, what milestones make sense? I'm glad you asked. Let's take a look. So the faction points, which you really need to do for your faction for people chasing Ray, you have to go to 7.5 million to get all of those. So at least go to 7.5 million for your faction mates that are chasing Ray. That's important. Beyond that, 10 million mark is 25 Ray shards. 15 million is 15 Stacy shards. 20 million is the skill plate and 30 Ray shards. So that last 15 million points is for 50 Ray shards. And an emerald token, which is kind of nice, and Stacy's 30 Stacy shards. So you could also, replace this with milestone rewards and that sort of stuff but it's hard to believe you're going to be on the war score milestone if you're not maxing it, so you can basically forget about that. So if you want to recruit Ray, 35 million points for Feud, and $22 is what it looks like now, which isn't terrible. In my opinion, people are asking what I think about him, how he is. This is how I rate him. With no gear, I think he's a good trickster. With one gear, I think he is a... so let me 1 gear, he's a solid trickster. No gears, he's a solid trickster. 1 gear, he's a good trickster. And 2 gears, I think he's a top tier. He can dish out 2 million damage on turn 1 with low charge moves. That's a top tier trickster for sure. So, but both gears, the only other way you're going to get that is the top spot in the leaderboard for the spend, or to pull it in the loot. So both gears are super unrealistic. 1 gear you have to buy your way to max the event. So most of us are looking at no gears, and I think he's a solid trickster with no gears. Attitude error requirement trickster, so maybe that matters to you. Trainer isn't amazing, but it's not bad. For that price point, I'm gonna buy in, since I already got the Backstage pass. I ended up doing it this morning. Finally, almost made the whole week without it. But for me, it's gonna be worth $12 additional to recruit the card. It may not be for you. Probably won't do a lot with him. I will do his victory tour. That's extra emerald token. So, and then the extra milestone. Let's take a look on what you'd be missing out on besides the 100 shards. Oops, wrong milestone. Let's look at the right one, huh? 2 million coin and 1,000 MLC points. So not the end of the world if you decide to pass on Ray. You'll miss 2 million coin and 100,000, you know, there. Then that's really what you're missing, right? You're gonna miss out on 100 Ray shards, 2 million coin, and 1,000 MLC points. So ask yourself, is 100 Ray shards, 2 million coin, and 1,000 MLC, or yeah, 1,000 MLC points worth either 12 if you have the Backstage pass, or 22 if you don't. So there's that. What else? Like I said, just get the 7.5 million for your faction. Make sure you do that. And now we can take a look at the offers in the loot. The Ray tours, I think I'm not going to go over those today. Yeah, I'm not really ready for that, so we won't go over those today on the news. So let's just take a look at the loot. This is the same one that was on the portal. You're better off double dipping. This is the $1.99. Obviously, $2 a pull isn't terrible. This is on the 18-hour timer, so if you're going to do that $12 strategy, make sure and get this one first. This adds 50,000 points, so if you didn't need the daily buys, this would be better to do and get it over with potentially. But you need the daily buys, and we're still going to do that cheaper than $19.99, so disregard that. This would be more if you're chasing other milestones. You start getting these kind of things, it's going to get expensive real fast, so I don't particularly think that's worth doing in my opinion, but you know, you do you, boo. This $9.99 one is actually not bad either. 4 pulls, 1 million coin. I wish it was on the portal. This one, I think we saw a version of this on the portal. We did. I like the $19.99 portal pass better, which was similar to this, but the portal pass had coin, so obviously I like that better. Again, we talked about this one. These are good ones for your dailies. So is this one. If you want to help the faction with the one, you should only need 2 of these and 1 other pull additionally, if my math is right. Not a fan of these ones with the pulls, although it does have your steps. So you could go this route too and get your step perks and make your life a little bit faster on the 35 million if you want to get Ray. I'm not going to buy the steps, personally, any of them. But if you are going for the leaderboard, you know you're not really going to have a choice. You can't out leaderboard people if they have steps and you don't. Early access packs, this is another good one worth talking about for $2.99. You don't get the bonus points you would need, so you'd need to do more pulls. But $2.99 for 2 pulls and 1 million coin is actually, and 250 TP. This is a really good pack. Really good pack. So that's a 2-day one-time offer. So actually, I mean, it is $1 more expensive than this one, but you do get the coin and stuff. So I'm a fan of this pack. I like that one. The $9.99 one is 4 pulls and 2 million. Also not bad at all. I wish these were on the portal. I would so snatch all of these up. And the $20 one is 8 pulls, 4 million coin, and 1,000 TP. This is actually a really good pack too. Every one of these early access Black Friday packs are really good deals. Check out the 99. It's 20 million coin, 41 pulls, 2000 TP. So this is these brackets, if you're in these spending brackets, are pretty decent offers as far as the bonus stuff, because that's guaranteed, right? You know you're getting that, so when your pulls aren't good, at least you have something to fall back on. That's why I like those. And I don't think there's anything else new in here. Don't forget to do your free daily claim though. And let's take a look at the loot offers and see what's there. Let's check out the Ray loot, because that's the new one. Oh, I got a key pull. Let's do the key pull. Big money, no whammy, one key pull. Goldberg shards. Yeet. Yeah, yeet swag. Okay. So featured is 2.15, common is 26, a lot of tiers in between. Brand new Rey Mysterio, red and black gear exclusive. Which ones come with the gear? Does it say every Rey? Doesn't really say. Lately, I think it's been 5-star and up comes with the gear. If it doesn't say, I would assume that, but I don't know for sure. Macho King's in there, so this is a really good loot right there. Earthquake, not as big a fan of him. Mherex, good. Trish, we've seen more shards of her lately, so not as good. Soul Man, China, a lot of Rey. Really low shard count though, so hitting featured and getting these would be a bummer. And I don't know if he's coming with the gear at these low milestones, but that's only one of the gears, not the other one, so then you'd still need to get the milestone one if you wanted both. Mega rare, HBK, blah blah blah. All right, I guess it's okay. Again, really low shard count into super rare. Shayna's in the super rare. We're at 11%. I guess it's not terrible at 11%. Very rare. Stevie's hiding in there. Not really the biggest fan of the shards unless you're close. Rare, not so great. Uncommon is really, really not good. And common, some useful shard counts, but I don't know how close you are. So it's a debut loot. On the plus side, if you look at the featured, it's pretty loaded with Reys. It looks like only the 5-star chat is saying comes with him, with the gear, but I'm not verified 100%. That's just what I'm seeing, so take that for what it's worth. 4 and below is orange and black gear. 5 and up is red and black gear. Oh, perfect. Okay. So you can get both gears pulling. 4-star and below is orange and black. 5-star and up is red and black. People are saying they're seeing a lot of Reys pulled. That doesn't surprise me because when you look in the featured... Oh, they said that's on the blog. Okay, excellent. When you look at the featured, it's really a lot of Reys in there. So normally we don't see that many of the featured card. So if you're pulling specifically for Rey, maybe a decent chance, but... I'm also told it's double Tapjoy right now, which since we're done with the offers, I like it. It's a normal debut loot. At least it's not super expensive. I think the featured is better than most of the time in this one. Not really a fan of the lower ones too much, but the featured is pretty nice comparatively to a lot of times. And the loot isn't as expensive as it has been. And I'm told it's double Tapjoy. Indeed it is. So you guys know how much I like Tapjoy. So find yourself some good double offers this weekend and cash in. And I think we can call that a news for today, as this has went fairly long at 24 minutes. So thanks for watching. I know I'm slightly more distracted than usual because so much is going on around me. So hopefully it's okay. Let me blow this up one more time for you guys so you can screenshot it if you want for the scoring. Keep in mind about $22 if you do it right, $9.99 for that backstage pass, and then $12 for the other pulls to get Rey. Hard to pass up getting a card for that price, in my opinion. I don't think I'll be able to, so I'm assuming that I'm going to spend that. this weekend to do that on those cheap offers. Don't think I'm going to go any higher than that. So hopefully this stuff helps, guys. Hopefully you have a good Feud weekend, and I'll be streaming Feud on Feud at least a little bit. So if you want to come hang out on Twitch, feel free to. Other than that, guys, thanks for watching and good luck out there.